boy, do we have a surprise for you now. Yep, Kurt Busch, 04 Sprint Cup champion, won at Atlanta just a week ago. And what is he doing here? Coming here to be interviewed? Nope. Coming here to race. Racing super gas.
You got it, Paul. Me and my buddy built a car, and we thought we'd try to get out there and expose it to some of our sponsors. And Dodge loved it, Mopar did, and they wanted us to come out and try to compete in super gas. So here we are. We got a Generation 3 Hemi. It's got a turbo on it. See the old plum color? The car was plum back in the day. And we gutted it out, trimmed it up, and we're going to have some fun.
Where did you get this car?
It's funny. We're not very good at body work, so we saw the car on eBay, and we knew we were going to tear apart the insides and put a whole new drivetrain in it, and we did. And so I bought it for $15,000 on eBay from these guys in Nebraska. So they're probably going to see this on TV this weekend and go, wow, that was our car.
Yeah, the price is going up all of a sudden. We didn't mention that extra charge. And getting back now, in terms of your racing career as a drag racer, what's that? You've been doing it 10, 15, 20 years?
About 10, 15 days. Really, I just had a few passes with the car. We took it to Rockingham Dragway on Monday this past week, and we ran a 9 flat when we unloaded. Then we started tuning the wastegate springs on it and ran a 990 with a 2 on our second attempt. So that's what we have to run in the super gas divisions in a 990. But working on the Christmas tree, I'm just going to get smoked by these guys. We're really slow with the launch because we don't want the turbo to kick in too soon. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to leave real slow, and then at half track, that's when the car really picks up the boost. And, you know, when we're racing these guys, just got to beat them by that little much when we get to the end. So we'll see how it shakes out.
Yeah, well, got to start somewhere, though, right?
Got to start somewhere. Roy Hill's Drag Racing School is what really got me up to speed, and my wife bought it for me as a Christmas gift, and I just wanted to go and have some fun. And I've got to thank Graham Light at NHRA for allowing me to come to a national event. Normally, you got to run all these regional events, and I'm really thankful to have the opportunity.
So you joined a pretty good list here of notable drivers from other sports. Richard Petty, for example.
Then Dan Pastorini's former Super Bowl winning quarterback, drove top fuel dragster, had one career win in 1986 at Atlanta.
Saw him at Phoenix. How about John Andretti? Kart, NASCAR. He drove top fuel. 1993, got a round win in Atlanta.
And I beat him in the semifinals to stop that mess.
Yeah, bring that up.
Larry Nance, 3-time NBA All-Star, raced pro stock on a limited basis from 96 to 2008. He was my teammate for a while.
And Tom Hammonds, Big Tom, you're talking serious NBA veteran. He's driven pro stock. We hope to see him back again. He has 3 runner-up finishes.
Kurt, I want to ask you, I mean, you've been kind of hanging around with Larry Dixon, you know, back when he had the Miller sponsorship also, and how's that relationship worked out?
Oh, it's been great just to talk with him, and you know, just anytime you can cross-promote NASCAR and NHRA, it works for both. And when we both shared the Miller Lite sponsorship, did appearances together, autograph sessions, it was neat to meet guys like Roy Hill, of course, and then now Alan Johnson. He's big with the Mopar group. Just hanging out with the whole of the group and the champions, it's been a lot of fun.
I know Kurt wouldn't have any problem because he raced with so many guys, but me being a drag racer, I got into it because it's pretty simple. One guy in the other lane, and we didn't have to turn left.
Yeah, Kurt Busch is in the booth with us. Didn't you take a streetcar down there one time?
Oh, yeah. I mean, 4 wide's no problem when you're running out on the oval track. There's a lot to adjust to when you're going 300 miles an hour.
Yeah, the thing, though, is when you're talking these cars, top fuel, you're talking like 12 of your Cup cars in terms of horsepower sitting in one of them.
It's unbelievable. I got the chance to sit in Cruz Pedregon's car earlier today when they warmed it up. And just the feeling, the vibrations, and how different everything feels. It's just so intense, and everything happens in thousandths of a second when you're drag racing. It's unreal.
Well, you know, I was watching the race last week in Atlanta that you won, and I remember on the restart you had 3 laps, and it took you, what, three attempts on the 3rd one, and I can remember DW saying, he's going to have to be like John Force talking about you, you know, get that thing burned out, but don't get too much spin. And actually, did the drag racing thing help? Because you got great restarts, I got to tell you. Did that help at all?
It turned out great, and working with Roy Hill through his drag racing school, he's teaching me about thousandths of a second. Any time that you start to feel tire spin. First few passes I made, I didn't feel the left rear picking up on the car, and he'd take me out on the track, show me where there was times where the tire had lost contact with the track. And he's telling me, yeah, you're holding too much left wheel in it, and it's unloading the left rear. And so those moments are, yes, definitely translating into NASCAR, because NASCAR, we only have 800 horsepower, where these post-stock cars, top fuel, there's way too much horsepower.
And Kurt Busch, you get to go to the line at, what, you probably got a leisurely start, 2, 3 o'clock?
Man, they were telling me, well, you got to be ready this time. Well, you got to be ready at that time. I guess now we're going to run Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. So, hey, we got an early call.
And we're moving our clocks ahead.
Yeah, that's nice. I forgot about that. Thanks for telling me. I don't want to start too late. Oh, geez. It's funny being in the sportsman ranks, but I'm loving it, enjoying this off weekend, and just taking in the whole Gator National atmosphere.
Brandon. Yeah, look at this now. We had to do this. First of all, that's a great picture, Mike.
Yeah, thanks. Back in the day when I was, I don't know.
Stud. Yeah, looks awesome.
Hey, thanks, Kurt. Here's your check. Yeah,
Pretty
win
good.
percentage, and yeah, but I think it's a little bit harder to win in NASCAR than it is in drag race. But, you know, it ain't easy.
Well, once again, it's great to have Kurt up here now that he's figured out that he loses an hour's sleep and has to go at 8:30 in the morning. He wants out of here. Good to have you,
great.
buddy.
Thanks for
Have
having me
a good
up in the
season.
booth, guys. Really
Thanks a lot.
appreciate it. This
Good
drag
luck
racing thing's
tomorrow.
a lot of fun. Thank you.
You got it.